105 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with a big back. A.J. Dillon. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 yards on the play, first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with it back. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Complete to
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Herbert. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
5-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Side here, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They run again with Dillon. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 14. Bills nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
his own 7. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's second down.
After the sack on first down, Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Haskins.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play,
Brings up
but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
pass.
Stephon Diggs, 85 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
That's a 50-yard line.
They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 45.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Unlucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the gun, Herbert The quick slant caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Godwin, touchdown number 15 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Bills 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Uchenna Nwosu on the tackle.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Number 23.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Uchenna Nwosu on the tackle. A gain of 5.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. And that's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Bills 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Chris Godwin, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
The kick is
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Bills 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to... Herbert has it knocked free. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. But he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
Here's Haskins. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Dick. A try for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, That's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Dillon. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 49 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. With Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again. Haskins. The kicker here is complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Haskins back to the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. This is Dillon on the counter. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. It's Herbert. But the man is got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
4-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.